Okay, the cat is still here again, and this is my sweet 2007 Honda Accord. This is actually the V6 engine, and I noticed this shake when I'm driving. When I'm driving, it looks as if there is a heat on the tire, especially the driver's side. So I went to my mechanic today, and this is the shaft. I have to take out the shaft and check the legs and see what is wrong. This is the shaft. So this shaft on the driver's side actually moves the vehicle. This is the shaft that drives the vehicle, and that is the spider bearing. This particular device, I call it a device or part of the component of the shaft, carries bearing around it, and this bearing goes straight into the inner cup. That is the bearing right there. It's the bearing right there, so it's not clean. When it's coming from inside the the system, you don't expect it to be clean because there are grease around it. So you see my mechanic is trying to, or is rather is washing it, like he's cleaning it up, servicing it with foil. So that's him trying to wash it because it's under the vehicle, so some particles have entered the bearing and it's not good for it, so he has to service it.
The one we use for that car that day,
after servicing this shafts now, he has to put lubricant, grease. This is the grease. So this grease is being applied so that to make the movement smooth, and this is the shaft hose. This is the rubber. They call it rubber, but this is the hose rather. So this hose traps the grease inside the system. Traps the grease inside the system, and the grease is supposed to lubricate this system so that there's no kind of friction, and friction will actually damage the inner cup. This shaft goes straight into the inner cup of the vehicle from the driver's side, goes through. So they have to properly grease it so that the lubrication would help with smooth movement of your vehicle. So after putting this clip now to hold that spider bearing, you would have to apply grease. So that is him now applying grease inside the inner cup. The inner cup is just inside. There are two parts of the inner cup, but this very one is on the driver's side. So the one on the driver's side is usually attached to the gearbox. This one is actually attached to the gearbox. So after putting the grease on this inner cup on the driver's side, then he would now put this same grease on the spider bearing so that to ensure proper lubrication, because every car mechanical part actually needs lubrication to work efficiently. So you see how he's trying to increase and put a lot of grease to make it very, so now he's lubricating the spider bearing now. You would have to put grease very well in that spider bearing so that to help the system. So that is what he's doing right now. So after putting this grease now, you have to socket it inside that inner cup. But before then, there is another part to this video that I want to show you, which is the bushing. That is actually what makes the hand shakes. This is it. And this is the lower arm bushing, and this one, if you look at it now, look at how shaking it is. It's already damaged, so they'll have to replace it. So there is this local people that make this bushing. So we went to them in the mechanic village here. Then they'll have to remove the old bushing. Then the way they used to construct is very, I don't know personally, I like the idea of this bushing construction they used to do, not the one you go to the market to buy. But so far I've been using it and it has actually worked very well for me. My alignment is usually perfect, everything really, and it lasts longer because it's a very, very, very thick rubber they used to use. Look at the guy, he's trying to measure it. So there's this very thick, sharp axe he will use to cut this rubber. So after cutting the rubber, now you see he has to fix it inside that hole where the bushing that came with the vehicle is being removed from. So there's a way they go around this their thing. So you just do all that, and after doing it, you will now cut it into shape. Because they have this very sharp knife to cut it into shape. Bringing their own lower arm bushing for bushing construction. So that is what he does for a living, and that is where I took my own tool too. So look at him trying to construct it. So he has to cut it into shape, and their knife is usually, when I mean very sharp, very sharp. It's not the regular knife you use to cut tomatoes and pepper. So this one is extremely sharp. So after cutting it into that shape, then he would try to see how he can put a hole. That hole is where the bolt will pass through when the mechanic is trying to tie the arm to the the body of the vehicle. So we have to put a hole on the rubber. So that is what he's doing now. So the purpose of this thing is to have a very stable hand when you are driving. Some people, they'll be driving and their vehicle will be shaking. Some vehicle will be vibrating as if the tire want to pull out. It is very important to ensure that you have a good hand when you're driving. It is very important. Apart from the fact that you have smooth driving, if your vehicle shakes too much, it will actually affect other parts of the vehicle, especially the engine sitting. If you have a situation where your vehicle shakes when you're driving, it will affect your engine sitting because your engine vibrates, so it's very heavy. So you don't allow your vehicle to begin to shake unnecessarily. So now he has actually, if you look at that rubber now, he has cut it into shape. See how good it looks. He's trying to see how he can put that rubber, that metal now that crosses the bolt through to the other side of the, I don't know, mechanics will understand, but I don't think I can explain into details for now on this video. But you see how he's cutting it. So he would now force that inside the rubber so as to have a very good grip on the lower arm. So you see now he has finished cutting it. Now he's trying to force the bushing inside the lower arm. So that's what he's doing. Just watch through. So you see he's trying to force it. So this is not actually the mechanic's job. They have people that specialize in doing this particular constructing this particular bushing. The mechanic's job is to just fix it after the I call him a bushy engineer around now. So this bushy person now has actually, so his own work is just to cut the bushing and fix it inside the arm. And after doing that, he will now give it to the mechanic to take it back to the vehicle. So see, he's trying to force it in now. So you see how tight this bushing is. So tell me, look at it, he has already fixed everything. So he's trying to cut it around, cut it into shape so that we have a balanced arm. It has to there has to be a lap. It has to lap with the this thing. So now my mechanic is back to the vehicle. He's trying to fix the he has tried to fix the he has actually fixed the bushing. The lower arm. So he's trying to couple my my arm, the arms back, couple it. There is a very big a knot, a very big knot here. Just trying to tie it to the distance. So now my vehicle is ready. So thanks for watching.